My name is Scott Spencer. I'm an FBI agent. I've been in a lot of situations over my years of service. But I never thought that I'd ever have to deal with secret and powerful organizations like the SCP Foundation. It all started with a baby who survived a plane crash. His abnormally toxic blood killed a lot of people, and it took my hand. This little scamp hadn't even learned to talk yet, and he's already done some horrible things. However, it's not his fault, but the secret lab in the jungle. I was waiting for the boarding announcement and thinking, if all that happened to me was a bad dream, but everything did happen to me. It was a crowded lounge. Someone threw a piece of paper at me with a single line. "They'll kill you." I made eye contact with a guy, and he immediately started running away from me. Wait! Stop, damn you! Come on, boy. Explain this.
Mister, a laboratory in the jungle. Don't do what they ask. They'll kill you anyway. We're trying to stop them from using the island flowers in their experiments. They killed my tribe for it.
The boy told me how his ancestors raised the defenders of the tribe in ancient times using the island's poisonous flowers. They placed a flower in the cradle of the future defender, adding drops of poison to the mother's milk, and literally impregnated the child's body with a toxin, making them invulnerable warriors. Those assholes from the corporation started to use this knowledge in their experiments. How do you know so much about the lab?
They kidnapped me as a child from my tribe and experimented on me. We are disposable to them.
The flight to New York is now ready to board. Will all passengers for this aircraft please proceed to Gate 5?
I have to finish this, no matter the cost.
It's a risky move, but we could keep...
I came back to New York, but I just didn't feel safe. That native kid was right. They'd kill me anyway. Either they'll be the people of the corporation or employees of the SCP Foundation. Which one of them could I trust right now? Yeah, Scott Spencer, you're in big trouble.
You must return the baby to the island before time's up. Is that clear, Spencer?
You gotta be kidding, Doc. How am I supposed to find the Foundation?
Oh, don't worry about that. They'll find you first.
I arrived at my apartment, but my keys no longer fit the lock. I saw that some family had already settled in there. How's this possible? I was just missing for a few. What the hell is the Foundation up to? Trying to erase me? Well, I'll be damned if I'll let them do that. I need to check out my guys at the FBI.
Hey, watch where you're going, kid.
Spencer? What kind of shit you get yourself into, pal?
I knew that Norwood, like everyone else who knew anything about the baby, had been treated by the Foundation, so I wasn't surprised when he didn't remember anything. There's no time, Norwood. I need your help. Let's go to my office.
Are you crazy? You really don't know what's going on? You're wanted for the murder of Linda Marsh. Now, I know you're a good guy, but they have serious evidence against you. Your prints are all over her house.
These guys from the SCP know how to play dirty. Deciding to pin Linda's murder on me? Only I know that she was, in fact, kidnapped by him. Norwood, I was set up. I'll prove it. Midwood Street. Hurry up. Well, as my sergeant used to say, if something smells bad, you need to find the origin. I decided to start from the beginning and drove to the hospital where Diana Marsh, the baby's mother, worked. I might be able to figure out how she ended up in the lab. Suddenly, I felt my body weakening and my mind was falling asleep. Damn it, what's going on? Shit, they finally got to me. Hey, what the hell? Oh man, the SCP Foundation. I should have guessed right away. I saw Linda Marsh, kidnapped by the Foundation, sitting in the next cell. She looked as if she'd been in prison for 10 years. Linda, can you hear me? I'm Agent Scott Spencer. We spoke on the phone. You wanted to tell me about your sister. Damn, what have they done to you?
My sister, she's dead.
Yes, I'm sorry. Do you know how she got to the island?
She received an offer to work for a pharmaceutical company in Hawaii, but she and her husband were expecting a child. Diana refused.
Linda, please, tell me.
Bill, her husband, he died under strange circumstances. She decided to move to the island.
What happened next, Linda? Damn it! Get your hands off of me, bastards!
You've given us quite a ride, Mr. Spencer. Maybe we shouldn't complicate each other's lives anymore.
Why do you need me?
We know every detail about you, except for one thing. Why did you fly to that island, and what happened there?
My time was running out. Thus, I decided not to make my situation even worse, and told them about the corporation on the island from which Diana and the baby had escaped. Well, amputation of the affected limb is not enough to save me from the toxin. I was injected with a serum that stops the decomposition of tissues and gives immunity to the abnormal properties of the baby, but only for 72 hours. As soon as time runs out, I'll turn into dust. They gave me a timer. I need to bring the baby and get a second antidote.
Mr. Spencer, I think we can help each other.
You really think so? You'll help me like you help the others? You'll lock me in a cell, or you'll treat me with your memory-wiping trash?
You think we are evil. SCP is here to secure, contain, and protect. We follow humanitarian purposes. What if I told you, Mr. Spencer, that there are people much scarier than us in that lab on the island? They call themselves Chaos Insurgency, fugitives who betrayed the Foundation. These traitors use the anomalous objects for evil, for personal gain. Just imagine what would happen if the baby returns to them again. Do you really think they'll just let you go alive? Your ex-wife and daughter, they live here in New York, don't they?
Don't you dare mess with my family!
You did it yourself when you started cooperating with them. Just imagine what would happen if there were not 1, but 10 or even 100 such babies in New York. We wouldn't be able to keep the situation under control. Everyone would die. For the sake of your wife and daughter, take us to the laboratory. We need this serum. Need to save people.
Damn. Fine. But I can't show you the way. I was either knocked out or driven blindfolded. I know that when we arrive on the island, they'll find us themselves and escort us to the laboratory. But only if I'm with a baby. They'll just kill me without it.
Certainly. Therefore, I suggest to you the following.
Agent Lloyd offered me a deal. Fly with them to the island, find a laboratory, and steal a serum that makes a person immune to the baby. Lloyd had several Special Forces officers, dressed in civilian clothes, with him. They promised to give me my life back, drop the charges, and develop a serum-based medicine after the successful operation. Did I trust them? Of course not. Did I have a choice? No. The Foundation's people arrived on the island undercover. Time was running out quickly. The baby was getting worse, and I needed to hurry. The people from the corporation didn't wait long. One of them picked me up undercover as a tour guide.
Would you like a tour to the closed part of the island?
Lloyd and the Foundation's agents secretly followed us. We drove to a remote part of the island. I wasn't shocked at all when I realized that a surprise was waiting for us ahead. An ambush. No doubt, the people from the corporation knew I wouldn't return alone. First, they killed the SCP soldiers accompanying Agent Lloyd. Then he was all alone.
Those damn bastards were waiting for us. Get out of the car with the child. I'll call for help. We'll get out of here.
What's the matter, Agent? This was all part of the original plan, wasn't it? That you would find me, offer me a deal, and take me to the island with the baby yourself. Otherwise, I wouldn't have pulled it out of your Foundation.
Don't be stupid, Scott. Your time is running out. The serum's effect is about to end, and you'll begin to decompose again. Do you really think they'll save your life?
The serum I received in the laboratory gave me lifelong immunity. And the timer? Haven't you figured it out yet? It wasn't for me, but for you. Every 168 hours, the baby should receive an injection. Otherwise...
They'll find you on your own. 72 hours is extremely short, but that's all we have left. This baby is the first successful experiment, but he's not completely under control yet. Every 168 hours, he must receive an injection. Otherwise, he'll turn into an actual biological weapon. Without an injection, it'll die and collapse very quickly, releasing an aggressive toxin. In 72 hours, half of New York could be destroyed. We don't want your ex-wife and daughter to get hurt, do we? Bring the baby back, Spencer.
Just give me the damn injection! I'll give it to the baby myself as soon as I get to him.
Out of the question, Spencer. It'll be our little guarantee that you'll return the baby to us.
You inhaled the toxin. Now, it'll decompose your insides. Soon, your airways will swell, your lungs will fill with blood, all your organs will decompose. Goodbye, Lloyd. The corporation employee gave the baby an injection, and he was revived for the next 168 hours. But is it enough? As soon as we arrived at the laboratory gate, what a surprise, they decided to get rid of me too.
Thanks for doing all the work, but we don't need you anymore. Give us the baby back. It's over.
And this is my surprise for you. As we had agreed at the airport previously, the guy led the tribe back to the laboratory.
We will grow him into the tribe protector, as our ancestors did. Be the guest of honor at the initiation ceremony. May the island spirits come with you.
Finally, I handed the baby over to the tribe chief. Well, the anomalous child is finally safe. The opposing corporations have received a small rebuff from a modest FBI guy. And the people of New York are safe for now. Luckily, my troubles didn't end there. But damn it, I deserve a vacation. I was relieved to watch the solemn ceremony of the tribe, when suddenly I heard my phone ringing. Who could it be?
Mr. Scott Spencer, the Foundation has lost one of its best agents because of your betrayal. This is unforgivable!
Damn you, SCP! Leave me alone! You bastards! Don't you dare bring my family into this!
You got them involved, Spencer. You have 72 hours to get the serum for us. Otherwise...
Dear God. Well, it seems it's time for us to get out of here.